Welcome to I'm Not Judging But, the podcast where three mums of school-age kids unpack the chaos of modern parenting. I'm Briony Williams.
I'm Charlie Fuge.
And I'm Vix Wilshire.
We're not experts, just mums knee-deep in homework, hormones and half-eaten snacks.
We say what you're thinking.
With humour and honesty and almost no judgment. Well, maybe just a smidge. Just a little bit.
Coming up on I'm Not Judging But today.
The difference between grandparenting and parenting is that as a grandparent, you need a degree in mechanical engineering for the equipment, computer science for the gizmo gadgets, psychology for the different modes of parenting that have come in. I mean, It's exhausting keeping up with it all.
What do you do if you think your grandchild has made the wrong choice of partner?
Oh, I would argue you shut up. You say nothing. When you say to a child, we're going to nursery now, would you like to choose some shoes to put on? What are you doing?
Today we have a very exciting guest. We've got our first ever grandparent on. She's the effortlessly elegant matriarch of the Whitehall clan, a quiet comic genius who somehow keeps her comedic son Jack and husband Michael in line. You'll know her from Travels with My Father, where she routinely stole scenes with nothing more than a perfectly timed raised eyebrow, and her fabulous podcast, The Wittering Whitehalls. Please welcome the wonderful Hilary Whitehall. Yay! Welcome, Hilary.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited.
We're so excited to have you here, honestly. Thank you so much. Our first grandparent guest.
I mean, hello.
Come on.
Yes, love it.
Come on.
Yeah.
How are you? How's your day been? What have you been up to?
Well, how much? I'm assuming this is going out quite quickly, because how much do you love Flaming June? More like pouring down with rain in a horizontal
June.
way, June. Yeah.
It's horrendous, isn't it?
It is. Well, if you've got hair like this, which goes into frizz in a nanosecond. I washed this morning and it's been rained on 5 times today. Given up now.
Oh, no. Yeah, the school run was like a monsoon earlier on. There was just people just throwing their children into the school, just kind of like get them in as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And
particularly I love it after a heat wave. So you've put away all the winter clothing and the rain clothing.
Yeah.
You've got to get it all out again now. I was in shorts last week.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know where I am anymore.
No, exactly. But apart from that, all good, thank you.
Great, good. That's what we like to hear. Now, for anybody who doesn't know about your family setup, can you give us an idea how many kids, grandkids, what's going on?
So I have 3 children. Jack is the eldest in age. Sorry, Jack. He's newly married to the gorgeous Roxy. We had the most sensational wedding, which was amazing. And they have little Elsie, who is 2 and 3/4. Then I have a daughter, Molly, my lovely Molly, my wing woman, as I like to call her, married to the equally divine Toby. And they have Peggy, who's 5, Woody, who is about to be 3 next week, the week after. And then there's another one on the way.
I'm loving all the names.
Yes, so number 5 is on the way.
Elsie and Woody, they're so lovely.
Peggy and Woody. Peggy, Woody, Elsie. Peggy and Elsie sound like a couple of ladies from yesteryear. You know, a couple of girls down the pub. Peggy and Elsie out on the town. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And then my other son, Barney, my lovely Barney, who's my baby at 34, doesn't really like me saying that, but he is my baby, married to the gorgeous Tatiana. And they have Billy, who is now, I think he must be about 17 weeks.
Wow.
Teeny tiny.
So yes, it's quite hectic here, is what I'm going to say.
I bet are they nearby?
So Jack and Roxy, it's not too bad. I mean, I do have to think slightly in advance. It's not a sort of quick nip in an emergency. Molly, she's just about to move house, and actually all 4 of them, well, 4 and a bit of them, are moving in with us for a month. That's going to be interesting.
At the same time?
Yes.
Oh,
so I've got Molly, Toby,
exciting.
Peggy, Woody moving in for a month.
Wow.
How are we feeling
Because
about that?
there's a lapse. Well, I'm quite looking forward to it. Michael Whitehall's face, I said, could you rearrange that face into something that looks a bit more pleased? And he said, Challenging.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's going to make some lovely memories.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is,
and it's
it
only
is.
a month, so you've got a cut off.
Yes.
So that's
Yes,
good.
and of course, Peggy's at school all day, Woody's at nursery, Molly's at work, Toby's at work. So actually, it's really just mornings and evenings are the pinch points. So, it'll
So you've
be fine.
got recovery time. Good.
I have got recovery time. And then Barney and Tats are near us, so which is amazing. Having always looked in North London, which, to be honest, I did say to them both, if you're thinking of having children, this was before they were married, I said, if you're thinking of having children and you're going to move to North London, Tats' mum lives South London, sister lives South London, dad lives South London, I said, don't expect any of us to babysit. So they had a bit of a rethink.
Yeah,
Well done.
solid.
Yes.
I
Well
love
done.
that they're all in London, though. That's so nice.
Yeah, which is
you know what?
lovely.
It is lovely, isn't it? And it's such a, I think, a compliment to you and Michael as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, me and my two brothers, we all live within a 2-mile radius of my mum.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Why not?
And each other, because she's our chief, she's chief
Yeah.
nana. So,
Yeah.
she's always got the grandkids. And I just think it's a real compliment.
Oh,
It's
thank
lovely,
you. Well,
isn't
it
it?
is nice when family are nearby. I mean, I grew up in Sussex. My one reason for being throughout my entire childhood, teenage years, was to get to London.
Really?
So that's all I wanted. I wanted
Yeah.
to be in the metropolis, and I've been here ever since. So I got here at 18 and never left.
You've never left, yeah.
No.
Fantastic.
I love it.
Fantastic.
What's it like being a grandparent? Is it? My mum personally loves it. Can't get enough. Like, is
Yeah.
it? And do you enjoy it? Do you like being a grandma?
I absolutely love it. The only thing I would say about the difference between grandparenting and parenting is that as a grandparent, you need a degree in mechanical engineering for the equipment, computer science for the gizmo gadgets, psychology for the different modes of parenting that have come in. I mean, it's exhausting keeping up with it all. Oh my God. I mean, the television at Molly's house, I can't work it. So I have to say, could you put the TV on before you go and just put it down low?
My mum does exactly the same.
Yes.
My mum does exactly the same.
I know. And then, of course, because the screen is on, the grandchildren say, can we watch something? And then I'm stuck because I can't get it on to what they want to watch.
Oh, no.
Absolute nightmare. Yes. What happened to the good old wireless? That was...
Oh, those are the days, eh? 4
Yeah,
channels.
and as for those ruddy monitors, the camera monitors, oh my God, the apps, you have to have the app, then you have to know how to work the app. And then, to be fair to Barney and Tats, their little baby had quite a challenging start. So there was an app about feeding and all that kind of malarkey. And then, so when I was babysitting for Billy, I would have to fill in the app. And what I used to do was actually just write it down. And then when they got back, so can you just put it in the app and it'll be fine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always a workaround.
Yeah, absolutely. You can stay analog. It's fine. They can add it in.
Yeah. Michael Whitehall
Absolutely.
only operates on a pen and paper. There is no other way.
Perfect.
But you've all got children now of an age who can work your tech for you.
Yeah,
This is the handy bit. Delegate. Yeah.
Nora is 10 and she's way more tech savvy than me.
Love
I've
it.
turned into that kind of embarrassing mum where I'm just like, I don't understand what to do.
Yeah, and definitely finding out you need reading glasses as well. Just like,
Oh my
I don't read
God.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you
100%.
say, I'll just get the instruction book out and have a look, they go, it was all online.
Yeah.
You need to look online on the instruction book. And I went, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
I am quite lucky. My husband is a software engineer, so
hello.
he is very tech. To be fair, all of our husbands are quite techie, aren't they?
Yes, thank goodness, because I am
Thank
not.
God. No, I think we'd be lost without them. Every time
Yes.
there's an IT issue within the podcast, we're all like, Steve,
Yes.
Matt, Gareth, help.
The other thing, I mean, your mother will be through this now because I think your children are a little bit older. But the other thing that I find with the children that they are the age at the moment, of course, is the other thing that I'm having to pay for quite regularly is a physio and an osteopath. Oh my God, the weight of that 17-week-old baby, the back is killing me.
And with the car
I've got a
seats
knee
as well.
support on today. It's all a nightmare.
It's a lot
Yeah.
though when they're in the car seat as well, and you've got to lift the car
Don't
seat
start
and
me
the
on
baby.
car seats. I know. The transference of car seats from car to car is a half-day operation.
Yeah.
You know that thing that pops up to tell you when it's in the right, whether it's clipped in
Yes.
properly?
Yeah.
What's that all about? In the old days, it was a seatbelt.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just shoved in a box in the back, weren't we?
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
80s.
My parents had an estate car. I was in the boot. Yeah.
No seatbelt.
Rattling around.
Just hope alone.
Wow.
Hope alone.
Probably explains a lot about my brain power, but head injuries in the
Rattling
boot of the
around.
car.
But I remember going on holiday with my dad when we were sort of, I don't know, I was maybe like 9, and we went down to Devon from Bristol, and he drove his van, his work van,
Oh,
and we were
nice.
just in the back.
I love it.
There wasn't even
Clinging
a
on
seat.
for dear life.
Clinging on for dear life. I remember going up a hill and I was leaning against the back door. It clicked and it
No.
opened, and I
No.
nearly fell out the back, and my brother had to grab me.
Briony.
Yeah.
No.
my God.
No.
That was. That's what he
And
did.
were there loose flying tools that hadn't been battened down? Yeah.
He was a plumber, so his pipes going everywhere. Just-
Wrenches.
Yeah. But it was
Oh my
it was
God.
quite different in the 80s and 90s, wasn't it? Do you find when you
yeah.
look back to parenting your kids compared to parenting these days, like
Yeah.
do you miss the
Definitely.
the simpler days?
I'll tell you one thing that's crept into the lexicon of parenting fairly small people at the moment, which I just don't remember it being quite such a thing in my day, is the S word, and that is the word snack. Oh my God, this permanent snacking.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Snack.
So interesting.
Yes, those wretched, vegetable crisps
Sticks.
and
Yeah.
chips,
Yeah.
the sticks and
Yeah.
the oaty bars, and there's a sort of permanent running buffet of snacks.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why they don't eat what you've cooked them. It's like because they've eaten half a ton of
So
snacks.
true. So true.
But all the families have the snack cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found Woody the other day had literally scaled via a bookcase, a chair and something else onto the counter. I turned around and he was in the snack cupboard. Just saying, I'll have vegetable sticks, please, Gramsa, because they call me Gramsa. Age 2.5, so, right.
Love that.
What you got?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Similar to water bottles, they definitely weren't a thing in our childhood.
No, the hydration.
No.
I mean, they go to school with a book bag with a water bottle in it.
Yeah.
And all hell breaks loose if the water bottle is forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
God forbid there might be a spare one, because then, of course, you've got cross-contamination going on.
God forbid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I've actually
But-
got an entire. In my cupboard, I've got Tupperware. The craziness of the Tupperware drawer,
Yeah.
and now there's the craziness above it of the water bottle drawer.
Yeah.
and it's
Because
just
there's never the bit that you need when you need
No.
it. The extra bit of straw or the lid
Yeah.
bit or, yeah.
Yeah.
and it's not
Nightmare.
the favourite water bottle. It's just very. It's a
It's
lot.
not frozen.
Stressful. Do you
Elsa.
feel like you still have to parent the kids though? So the grandkids, but are you still parenting the kids too?
The parents are very sweet, because I actually spent 10 years working as a post-natal doula.
I was going to ask you about that. I'm so excited to hear this.
So I did a lot of
That's amazing.
new mummies with babies, but what would happen is I'd then go back and do subsequent children. So I was essentially looking after the toddlers. I was childcare. So,
but what a gift to give
It
them.
was a real gift, and it's very exciting now when I'm walking through the park over there. Suddenly you get some woman going, Hilary! And I turn around and they go, hi, it's me, it's Karen. Do you remember you doulaed for us? And I go, oh, yeah, hi, how are you? And she said, this is Marcus. And there was this 18-year-old standing there.
Oh
and it was
my
like,
gosh.
oh, my God. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yes, it was a real privilege, because you are very much right in the centre of somebody's very private and sometimes quite vulnerable space.
Yes.
I used to find myself in people's bedrooms, which is,
Yeah.
don't normally find yourself in strangers' bedrooms,
Yeah.
looking at sort of intimate parts of their body,
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'd come in afterwards, would you?
So I
you
would
would
come in
post
afterwards and do
yeah.
sort of 6-8 weeks of just trying to...
Yeah.
It wasn't a live-in position. It was very much a day position for
Yeah.
people who didn't particularly want to have a live-in that then just handed the baby at 8 weeks, and then they thought, what do I do with this? It's more empowering the mum to do it for herself.
That's amazing, because we've spoken a lot on here about like once you've had a baby and how vulnerable you can be. So to have somebody just come and care for you and give you that space to kind of figure out what's going on in the early days, because it is such a shock, isn't it? It's
Well,
like,
they don't
it's so
come with an
lovely.
instruction manual.
They do not, and it's not on the internet, is it?
No. And if you've got one that's a bit like my lovely Billy, who had terrible silent reflux, it's it can be very challenging, and you can feel very isolated and a bit alone.
Yes.
So it's really just, it's mothering the mother, because so many people don't
Yes.
have that. I mean, in fact, Tats does have a mum who's she's great and very present, but other people that I've worked for haven't had mothers around for various reasons. And I think that's very challenging if you don't have your mum.
Yeah.
How wonderful that they had you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Well, I like to think so.
Yeah,
I mean, I very much felt that I was there not to tell them what to do, but to obviously just try and empower them to work it out. And obviously there'd be a raft of questions in the morning when I used to come in, which I would then help them with. But it was a real privilege to be in those people's lives.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Aw.
So yes, my children do they will ring up with questions that I can't always answer, and actually every child is different. But yeah,
You're like,
quite
get on
often-
with it.
Yeah, well, quite often they'll ring up and ask me a question. I'll go, well, you could try this, but otherwise, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
because you have got to find your own way, have you not? Even with your children, the
100%.
age they are now, with you guys, you've got
Yeah.
to see how you tread the path, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Got to walk the walk.
Definitely.
Now it's time for Between You and Me, our listeners' chance to spill the beans or ask us for our advice. Hilary, do people come to you for advice? It sounds like they do.
They do. And on the Wittering Whitehalls, of course, that is the premise of the show, is that people email in with their queries /questions/anecdotes.
it.
Will not surprise you to learn that Michael and I have a very different take on advice. Yet two ends of the spectrum. My advice, his advice.
Well, it's
Love
good to
that.
have two sides, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, you've got 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Extra bonus.
We're
Yeah.
most interested in yours, though.
I am the Dale Winton bonus buy.
Beautiful. Love that.
Oh, God, a bit of an 80s reference
Supermarket
there.
No, I
Sweet.
enjoyed that, but we all got it. Supermarket
We're with
sweet.
you.
Yeah.
We're with you.
Anyone under 30, you don't know what I'm talking about.
You're not allowed in.
You're going to have to Google it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got various... we're going to start with some voice notes from our listeners, as we have put a shout out for questions from grandparents.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is from Alice in London. Let's have a listen.
My question is how to deal with my youngest grandchild. He's a little bit wild when he visits and he can't sit still. He doesn't listen to instructions. I'm always on edge that something's going to get broken, but I love him very much and love seeing him. How do I speak to his mum about his behaviour when he visits?
Oh, that's tough, isn't
Oh,
it?
that is really tough.
Oh, it is tough. I think it's got to be, the nettle has got to be grasped, though, because it's almost that thing of, and actually, I would argue that Michael and I have a similar sort of situation in as much as our house is very different to their house, in as much as it's not particularly child-friendly. But they sort of know that. They have sort of learnt that there's a lot of put that down, don't pick that up, nag, nag, nag. I mean, is there a world in which she says, look, I think we just need to visit the rules of what happens in my house and what happens in your house, because obviously my house is different and I don't want things to get broken, and I think he needs to learn to be in amongst lovely things.
Yes.
Is there a world in which there's perhaps 2 words, the star chart is introduced?
Ooh, yeah.
A
Maybe.
rewards-based system rather than a punishment system?
That's
So
Sounds
that-
like she needs to be prepared. There needs
Yes.
some preparation, doesn't
Yeah.
there?
Yes, bit of
Of
clearing.
some kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael is very good at leaving. He likes to have little bowls of chocolates around the place. I keep saying, it's not going to work now. That's going to all have to be put up high. So I just do it. I just lift everything up.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if you've got really precious things, just put them away whilst
Yes.
he's visiting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely. I remember my friend's daughter coming in, and it was before I had kids, and I had a lovely set of midwinter that I'd got from like the charity shop, all these lovely cups and saucers and everything. And she
Yep.
came straight in. whisked them off the shelves and just smashed all over the kitchen. And then
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know what to do. And then she just did the other shelf. I was like, oh my God.
Well, at least she did the full, absolute
whole lot.
bullseye. Yeah.
She did the
It was
full
like
set.
a strike, complete
I'm
strike.
gradually buying it back from eBay. It's taken a
Oh,
while.
babe.
Yeah.
No, but it's putting stuff
yeah.
up high and like having like boundaries. And I suppose asking the mum, what is it that you do? How do you kind of navigate that at home? Because obviously he's just a bit wild as well.
Yep.
And maybe he needs
Yep.
somewhere outside to run around.
I was going to say,
you know?
just maybe take him out.
Wear
Take
him out before
wear
you take him to
out.
grandma's.
And then
Yeah,
have
that's a
like
good one. Yeah.
room that's kind of baby proofed and hang out
Yes.
in there. Take him out,
Yeah.
baby proof one room, but maybe
Yeah.
ask the mum to kind of reinforce at grandma's house. We
We have
don't
slightly different rules.
do all of
Yeah,
that.
and I think that's really important though. I think like you touched on, Hilary, and what you just said there, Charles, I think it's really good if you have other rules at grandparents' house. Like, my mum always makes the kids, when they go around to her house, they have to sit at the table all together until everyone's finished, their dinner, and then they all have to take their plates up to the side, and then they all have to sit back down. They always have to ask to get down from the table. And and before they leave, anything they get out, they have to tidy away. And because she set those rules from when they were younger, now they do it without even thinking. And I think, the kids know that's Nana's rules.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay to have that. Like, I think it should be encouraged.
I agree, and I
100%.
think it does. It's a slow process. You're not going to get that overnight. You just
No.
got to keep hammering away. It's a bit like the P word and the T word.
Oh, God, yeah.
Can I have a snack? I'm not hearing the P word. Please. Oh, yes, you can. And then you give it to them. They go, I'm not hearing the T word now. I'm such a nag. But as I keep saying, you're not going to end up with civilised older children if you don't civilise them early on.
Yeah.
So
Yes, exactly that. Exactly
Definitely.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hilary. Great advice. We hope that helps, Alice. We've got
we didn't
another...
get the age of the child, of course, which was crucial.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but
Absolutely.
I think it's a universal.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got another voice note from Sandra in Brighton.
Hi, so this is my question. My daughter-in-law's a lovely girl, but she's not the best cook in the world, to say the least. And apart from sending her on a cookery course, which is not appropriate, how could I get her to give my grandchildren more nutritious food? They seem to eat okay, but then they're always hungry afterwards, and then they have a bowl of cereal or crisps or some other rubbish. And I'd just like them to get a good balanced meal. What would you suggest?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I
You've
literally
got to be
feel like
so
my mother-in-law
careful.
can relate to that because I am the worst cook in the world.
I was like, is that Gareth's mum?
Does she
Okay,
have a
come on.
hidden Welsh accent?
What is your signature dish then?
Lasagna.
Oh, it's
Best
so
lasagna
good
ever.
though.
It's
Okay,
the only thing I
Literally
can
the
make,
best
Hilary.
one.
I like it, but you can
So
vary
good.
it up because you could vary up what you put in it. You could put chicken in it occasionally, or you could put
Oh yeah.
or prawns, or But I
Wild.
lasagna in any form is my go-to. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
What do we think about this? What about a recipe swap with granny and daughter-in-law?
Yes.
I mean, I'm in the position at the moment of trying to reposition mother-in-laws because I think we get a bad rap, and of course I am mother-in-law to 3 grown-up adults, and it's quite a tricky line to tread.
Yeah.
Because you are one removed and you don't want to be seen to be overbearing, etc. Yeah. But I wonder why she said a cookery course was inappropriate, because they could go on a cookery course together,
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And she might just
That
really
would
love
be
that.
lovely.
even if it's
Yeah.
just a day one.
Yeah.
Or-
yeah, go on, Vix.
Oh, sorry. I just thought about the gusto. Maybe going, oh, I've got a gusto code.
yes.
yes.
That's a good one.
And then they're really easy because there's only ever like 6 steps.
yeah.
Yes.
That's so
And there's a
good.
sheet. There is a sheet
Yes.
of what it
There's-
should
there's
look
instructions.
like.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a
And
physical
photos.
sheet as well. It's not all online.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
such.
it.
I like that's such a good idea.
Great advice.
Yes.
Gusto's amazing as well. I really like Gusto. We
Gusto.
used it for years when Nora was younger.
Is there a world too in which Granny could have done some batch cooking and just done an extra one to bring over?
Also
And
good.
then
yeah.
this is a really easy one. I could give you the recipe if you'd like like to replicate it if you like it.
Nice. Like that.
Oh, it's difficult, isn't it?
It's very difficult.
You've
It's
got to
that
tread
treading
carefully.
that line, like you said, Hilary.
Very
because-
carefully. Yeah.
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 Great. More great advice. Okay, we've got another one here from Lily in Buckinghamshire. We're on a roll.
What do you do if you think your grandchild has made the wrong choice of partner?
I would argue you shut up. You say nothing. You say nothing. Because the only thing that's going to happen if you voice that is that you're going to get chopped out of the grandchild's life.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What you need to do is just be as supportive as you can and positive as you can, but they're going to have to find that out for themselves if it really is the wrong choice. But of course, it might be her wrong choice, but not necessarily the grandchild's wrong choice.
Yes.
And be there for if it falls
Absolutely.
apart. You know, make sure
Absolutely.
that grandchild knows that you'll be there, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that that you're just at the end of the phone. If
It's
they
not easy though, is it?
No, it's not
No,
easy.
it's not. Well, we've all, got friends whose partners we think, or like, you've met
Definitely.
people and you think, oh, so but again, as soon as you open your mouth, you strike up a wall between you and that other person.
100%. And with friends, you can distance yourself, but with family, more difficult. I think you've got to
Yeah.
remain present and in the picture
Yeah.
Yeah.
for whatever
you're
way it
there.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah, if they start
Yeah.
trying to pull away a bit, maybe sort of insert
Yeah.
yourself in a little bit more, like you say.
Absolutely. But the
definitely.
last thing on earth you should do is voice an opinion, particularly unasked for.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Wise,
You can
wise
just
words.
support them, and you can't
Yeah.
micromanage something like that. People have got to make their own mistakes as well to learn from them,
Absolutely.
haven't they?
And you
Yeah.
might just put
Yeah.
them closer to that person as well,
Yeah,
which
100%.
is, not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Don't want that.
I think if an opinion was sought, you could be not honest, but could be honest, but in a kind way, and say, well, have you thought about, do you think that, rather than just wading in with no, they're completely wrong for you, just trying to voice a few roundabout concerns, but only ever if it's asked for. Don't ever offer it up without it being asked for.
Yeah.
No.
That reminds me of when I walked into the room a couple of weeks ago and I was wearing my New Barrel jeans and my mum
Yes.
went, oh, I don't like those. It's like, I didn't ask for your opinion. She was like, yeah, but
Yep.
it's my opinion. I went, do you know what? If I'd asked you, do you like these jeans? You absolutely have every right to tell me, no, I don't like those jeans. But
Yes.
if I just walk into the room, don't just tell me you don't like my jeans.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I have a relative who I will not name who always says, I don't like your hair. I go, I don't particularly like your face, but not much you can do about that, really, is there?
Brilliant. Amazing. Right, another voice note from Alison in Worcestershire.
I'm looking for some help. My daughter is expecting her first baby shortly, and I want to help but not interfere. What was the most useful thing anyone did to help you in the first few weeks after you had a baby?
Ladies, I'm going to let you answer that first.
Oh, I think meals. I really like
Cooking.
anyone who came and saw me bought something for me to eat, which was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just
Yep.
came and did something without asking, like a bit of cleaning, or like
I was
came
about
around
to say,
and just
got the Hoover out.
got the Hoover
Yes,
out.
get the Hoover
or like
out.
came over, took the baby out of my hands and went, go have a sleep.
Have a
Like, you
sleep.
know,
I was going to say have a sleep. Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
it's things that you don't want to ask for as a new
Yeah.
mum, but
Yeah.
that actually you really desperately would love.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sleep is one of them.
definitely.
Sleep, yeah.
I did for various members of my family do overnights.
Nice.
Oh, you're so
And there's a real
lovely.
privilege to doing that because
Yeah.
being in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. with somebody very close to you who's just had a baby, sharing that moment when it's completely silent and you think, I'm the only person up in the entire world doing this and I'm so tired. And of course you're not. There's millions of people around the world doing it, but there's something, it's just the quietness and
Yes.
it's just an amazing privilege to do that.
That's a lovely thing to
That
do.
is lovely.
Yeah. So I think sleep is key.
Yeah.
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 And also going around during the day and saying, right, you go and have a shower, go and have a bath.
Yes.
I will look after the baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
definitely.
Yeah.
Lovely. We hope that helps, Alison. Okay, next one is Jan in Durham.
Hi, I have 3 grandchildren, aged 9, 7 and 2. We all have very busy lives and mainly see each other at school holidays. When we meet up, I love to hear their banter and enjoy listening to their antics, often hearing about their friends and also what they've accomplished. What conversations do you enjoy with your grandchildren?
Oh, what a lovely question.
Very sweet. Yeah. I mean, all of them, really. It's just a joy to be involved in any of their conversations. I love reading with them. I love drawing with them. Michael loves drawing, particularly with Peggy. That's their big bond, is that they sit and draw pictures together. And of course, when you're doing something else, then you can have the slightly more in-depth conversations with them, like how's school and things like that. Yeah. And are you getting? You've got nice friends, and you get the sort of, sometimes you get the odd little, Emily's very mean to me or whatever, and you think, well, then you can chat about it. But if you're doing something else, it's not quite such a big deal, rather than getting into it, just sitting there. But and the car as well is always a good one for conversations about the likes of Taylor Swift, and do you like Taylor Swift's outfits? And I'm slightly out of my depth on that one, to be honest, but I give it a go.
Yeah.
I've had quite a lot of conversations with Woody about animals, because he loves animals, and what animals do I like best? And
yes, I love that.
Whereas you're into a slightly more sort of complicated hinterland now, are you not, with your children, because they're a bit older?
The teenager,
we're in like the preteen teenage years now, aren't we? Although I do still find that the car is a great place to have conversations. Yes. We've spoken about this before. There's something about sitting in the car facing forward that you can have like some slightly more maybe more difficult conversations or more in-depth conversations, because they feel a little bit more comfortable because they're not looking at you.
Exactly, and they're our captive audience, that you've got them for whatever the length of the journey. It used to work with Jack Whitehall. Now he gets in the car and immediately zonks out. He can fall asleep anywhere. Literally, I'll start driving and he's asleep, and I think, we were going to have a conversation, but no, clearly not.
Like
Bless
a cat.
him. I get...
When I went travelling, I would fall asleep all the time, and my friend that I went travelling with would be like, please, can you just stay awake when we're travelling from one location to the other? And I'd be like, yeah. Just completely pass out. She's like, you're like a cat.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I forgive Jack. It's his downtime. I kind of feel he's so on it a lot of the time, because he's either performing or writing or, collaborating with people, that actually sitting with his mother in the car, probably a great moment to have a sleep.
Well, it's a safe place, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, exactly.
That's so true. Yeah. Whenever I used to go back to my mum and dad's, I'd just always end up sitting on the sofa, and you'd have a roast dinner, and then you'd just be like... And then all my friends used to come round and they'd all fall asleep, and I was like, there's some magic going on here.
Yes, there's something in the food. She's put something in it,
You will fall asleep.
Yeah.
It will happen.
It's your mother's magic powder.
Absolutely.
It's gone in the gravy. I had a really good conversation with Peggy the other day, because I was doing bath time and bedtime with Peggy and Woody. And Woody was being quite a handful. So I said, Peggy, I'm just going to go and bath Woody, and then I'll come back and do you. You entertain yourself in the bedroom. She got out all her dressing up clothes, which is one of her things. And then I got Woody, who was like a sort of wriggling eel, out of the bath, and I was struggling with him. And I said, right, Peggy, you need to get in the bath now. And she said, I'm not hearing the P word, grandson. You're absolutely right, Peggy. Would you get in the bath now, please?
Wow, I love that.
Yeah. I thought, talk about being hoisted by your own petard.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
The kids will ground you, won't they? They will just ground you like that.
Yeah. Every single time. Our last voice note is from a very special lady who I know very, very well. It's Colleen in Bristol.
Oh.
Hello, Hilary. This is Colleen, Briony's mum and Nora's nana. In addition to Nora, I have 4 other beautiful grandchildren, ages ranging from 2 to 12. And I was wondering, could you give me any advice about maintaining a healthy balance between grandchild care commitments and the usual sort of retirement social commitments? Any kind of advice would be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
It's my mum.
Bless her. I love the fact that she's engaging with your podcast. That's
amazing.
She loves it. She's a superstar. But I think she does find it hard to say no to looking after the grandkids, because she always wants to be involved. And I do say to her, like, it's okay to say no, mum. So like, I think that question there, it's a very genuine sort of, how do you balance that?
Yes, it is difficult. And also with having, both of your brothers got children. So it's quite difficult balancing out the what's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Molly has two and the other two only
Yeah.
have one. So again, it's quite tricky spreading it out to be fair across the board. I do struggle with it because I, like your mother, feel, yes, one, I want to do it, but also I feel like, they need the help at the moment. They're going to need less help the older they get. They're going to be a bit more independent. This is the time when they actually need it, when it's really being at the rock face, as I'm sure you remember.
Yeah.
5 and 3, that's hard work.
You're in the trenches.
So is the 2 and 3/4-year-old, as is the 17-week-old up the road. So the answer is I do try and balance it out, but I also have a husband, of course, too. Quite a demanding husband, and we're still doing our own podcast. Yes. So I have to say no on occasions and say I'm really sorry, but I can't. And they all have other really fabulous mothers-in-law. There are mums around, other mums are available. So I do try and share it out. But there was a moment the other day when one of them, and I'm not going to say which one, said to me, well, you do realise, don't you, that my mother-in-law is doing 3 weekends in a row and you haven't done one yet for a wee while. And I went, okay, I've got the message.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll wade in then. So
where's the P word?
Yes. But it is tough because I remember when I had my children, my mother had a full-time job, which was, she was probably, she trained late, actually. She had a second career. But we all have working mums as well when we're having children. Well, we don't all, but a lot of people have working mums when they have children who can't just take endless time off.
Yeah, and you have a life as well.
It's a really difficult balance.
Like, there's life to be living for the grandparents as well,
Yeah. There's an inheritance to be spent.
Yes.
You go do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Hilary. We really appreciate. You're very good at giving advice.
Yes.
A paper diary, that's the way for. I say to them, here's my paper diary, look. It all gets written in there, and then I can actually counteract it and say, well, actually, I did have them last Monday. I've written it down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've all got shared Google calendars.
Yeah.
If it's not in the Google calendar, it's not happening.
Forget it. The other point I would make to them too, and I've made it many times, is that the more notice you can give me, the better. There's no point in ringing me and saying, could you get round here in half an hour? Because invariably I can't. Whereas if you'd asked me a week ago, I know life isn't always like that, but it does help. We all live busy lives if you get a bit of notice.
Yeah. So true.
Defo.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Please keep sending us your dilemmas. We love trying to help. Sadly, we won't always have Hilary with us because she's great at giving advice.
It was a great batch. They were really lovely. All those grandmas were lovely and spread across the country too.
Yes.
Well done. Nice demographic for you.
Yeah, we like that. We like that.
Yes.
So do drop us a line at imnotjudgingbutpod@gmail.com or DM us a voice note on Instagram at imnotjudgingbutpod. Now, talk to us more about your podcast, Hilary.
Yes.
How did it come about? What's it like working with your hubby?
Well, that's, living and working with family is not easy. No, we love doing it. And the great thing is that we have a lovely producer called Joe, Podprod Joe, PPJ. He comes to the house, sets up all the equipment, and we do it, which makes it very easy.
Perfect.
So and I never know what Michael is going to say when I sit down. He does no prep whatsoever, to the point that quite often he makes a real Horlicks of reading out the emails because he hasn't read them before, even though I give them to him the night before. He says, the thing is, I haven't read this before. And I said, well, not because I didn't give them to you. But I love the fact that it's a white knuckle ride because I literally don't know what he's going to say. I obviously try and do some prep, and sometimes I might even think of something for him to say and try and tee him up into an anecdote, which goes well sometimes, other times not. And then because they're pre-recorded rather like this, I do say to the producer, I will suddenly go, that's not making the edit. Thank you so much. But we love it. It came about because we had done a tour with Jack. We wrote a book together in lockdown called How to Survive Family Holidays. which was an interesting read. It was basically Jack throwing us under the bus and us throwing him under the bus. And we did a sort of book tour around the country, and then he went off to do stuff. And then we, at that point, had picked up an agent who'd come to see the show and said, do you have representation? I said, no, we don't. So he then took us on. And he was the one that suggested it. He said, I think you should do a podcast because you're both great at communicating. And I said, well, Michael's, of course, question was, what is a podcast? And I said, well, it's a bit like the wireless. So then he sort of vaguely got it.
Lovely.
Still says what is a podcast, doesn't really know what it is. What I love is that we are, with Joe, left to our own devices. Global are very supportive of whatever we want to do. We did a little live show the other day. There was a lady came over from Australia and said she wanted to meet other fans of the show. I call all our the people who subscribe to our show called the DLs, the dear listeners. So I've got the DLs, and she said I want to meet more I want to meet DLs when I'm over from Australia. So rather than sending this, she was suggesting that could we give her the name of a good pub, and she'd put it out there that she'd be there at 1:00 on a Thursday afternoon, which Pod Joe quite rightly said, I think that's a bit dodgy, just sending some woman I've never met into a pub in London and say, I'll be there from 1:00. So we arranged a little live show in a bar in Soho, and there were about 25 people there, and it was a blast. We had a great time.
Sounds great.
She was fabulous. She very much entered into it. We had some real DLs in there who'd been sort of day one dear listeners who would kind of right across the podcast. And it was actually a bit like a party. You know, I threw a lot out to the audience, which was great, and they responded and came back with some great content. So it was good fun.
I'd love to do a live pod.
Oh, you should do one.
Great.
Definitely.
But just to have 25 though, it's just
lovely.
a lovely, intimate, going to one of those gigs where you feel like you're like with the band, you know?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. And we had a little group photo afterwards, and it was sweet.
That's so lovely.
I feel like we should do that with our not judges. That's what we call our little our fans,
I
not
like
judges.
it.
Our
not
NJs.
judges. The NJs should be in a room together.
Yes. Yes, we're going to do it, Hilary. You've inspired us.
There you go.
We're going to do our section now that we like to call Overheard in the Playground, Hilary, which is basically gossip that we've heard, and we're going to dissect it. Okay. So, Charlie, you've had your ear to the ground this week.
I certainly have, yes. So, a friend of mine has been doing a full renovation on their house at the minute. So they are new to the neighbourhood. So they bought the house, but it needed renovating. So they're doing some renovations. But their new neighbours have asked for them to stop for 3 weeks whilst their daughter has exams.
Oh.
But that does mean the difficulty is that they've got like planning permission and builders and, contractors and all things like that. What do they do? Do they put that off? That might be financially a bit tricky.
I would say very tricky, and you might lose your builders onto another job and then 100%. Never get them back.
What do you do with the neighbours? Because you don't want them to hate you as well.
Bribe them.
Bribe them.
Yeah, bribe them. Book them an Airbnb.
I mean, is there a world in which you could say to the builders, okay, we're going to have quiet jobs for the next 3 weeks? I get that you can't stop, but is there stuff that you could be doing that is less intrusive noise-wise than what you've been doing?
Like, don't listen to the radio and swear loudly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do not bash on the walls.
Yeah. Just kind of saying that you've tried, at least, like if she tries and talks and says that, I will talk to the builders and see what we can kind of come to an arrangement. Maybe there's a few hours in the day that they can stop and maybe work later.
Yeah.
And I do feel that's quite a big ask from the neighbour.
It's a big ask,
knowing how financially impactful that could be.
Hugely.
Like, I appreciate, exams are stressful, but that's
public library.
I was
going to say, like, the workaround would be more on the daughter having the exams, right? Because there's quite a few places you could go that are quiet.
Yeah. Or maybe just go to a friend's house / relative's house, etc.
Public library.
Weirdly, a friend of mine bought a house. We're in a terrace of 3 and then there's a terrace of 4, and a friend of mine bought a house in the other terrace because I knew it was for sale, so I alerted her to it. And they've just done a massive renovation on it. And I also know the neighbour that's living next door to it, and it has been incredibly challenging because, of course, the other problem you have these days with building projects is that the lead times get stretched all the time. The delivery of stuff is tricky because the lead times on materials is ever changing. People are sick, etc. So the whole thing has gone on far longer than they'd anticipated. But what they did is they took her out for dinner at a very expensive restaurant as a thank you for putting up with the nightmare of a 6-month renovation that turned into a year-long renovation.
Oh, that was nice.
But trying to stand builders down is absolutely, I would have thought, well nigh impossible.
Yeah, it's hard. And I do think they will, take it on board as much as they can. We had we had our patio extended a couple of weeks ago when it was, like the 30-degree heat, when it got super hot.
Yeah.
And we were away that week. We were in Pembrokeshire on holiday, but the builder texted me and he said, would it be all right if we start at 6 a.m? Because it's so hot, by 2 o'clock we're going to have to stop, but we'll do quiet work until 8. Yeah. And then, then we'll, I was like, yeah, that's, of course, like, that's absolutely fine if that's more, if that's better for you guys. But,
did you then talk to the neighbours about it?
No, I was already away at that point.
No, didn't care.
So, yeah. So, and I haven't heard anything from them, so I'm sure it was fine. But that was only a short job. It was only a couple of days. But he was really happy to do that. So I think,
worth asking.
I think it is worth asking the builders if they could do quieter work and, as you say, not play the radio at full blast, etc.
Yeah.
Dance FM.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right then, we've got a fun game for you now, Hilary. We've got a quick fire round of questions of would you rather, all grandparent based.
Okay.
So answer as quickly as you can. Don't think about it. Just go for your answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Would you rather parent a toddler or a teenager?
That's tricky. Teenager, I think. Yeah.
Are you the strict parent or the fun parent?
I'm the strict parent.
Would you rather change nappies or do maths homework?
Change nappies.
Yeah, me too. Would you rather a family holiday or adults only?
Just about on balance family holiday, definitely.
Would you rather give a child their first driving lesson or give them the birds and the bees talk with no preparation?
Birds and the bees talk with no preparation.
100%.
Yeah.
Would you rather have glitter everywhere or Play-Doh everywhere?
Glitter.
Nice.
Can't hoover up Play-Doh.
That's true.
Oh, no.
And it gets in the hair. Would you rather deal with a kid's vomit bug or recurring nits?
Recurring nits, which I did have to deal with my own children many times. The smell of sick. Although the smell of sick is killed dead by bicarbonate of soda. Did you know that? Tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda in water kills the smell, and then you can deal with it. You don't smell it. It literally neutralises it.
Oh my God, so what, you mix it up and then...
You just literally do it. If you mix it up with some water and just literally get some kitchen roll, put it on top of it. If it's on a carpet, it will kill this, and then you can deal with it. And if it's clothing, just do a washing up bowl with some bicarbonate of soda, warm water, put it in, smell gone.
Oh, amazing.
That's genius.
Listeners will love that.
Yeah, love it. Would you rather stand on Lego or listen to Baby Shark?
Listen to Baby Shark. I remember Michael used to come home every night, stand on one piece of Lego and said, who's left all this Lego? I said, it's one piece that I missed.
But you'd find it.
Yeah. Would you rather be 20 minutes early for school pickup or 5 minutes late with everyone looking at you?
I mean, I'd love the former, but I'm usually the latter.
Keeping it real, Hilary. Keeping it real. Would you rather raise a child who grows up to be wildly successful but lives abroad and rarely calls, or raise a child who lives next door, calls every day but is lazy and sponging?
That is a really difficult one. Probably the former.
Yeah, that's hard.
I just don't like lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Well done. Very good. Very good. Yay! Lovely. Well done, Hilary.
Thank you so much.
Lovely. Now, Hilary, we like to ask every guest at the end of the podcast to finish off this sentence. I'm not judging, but. And then they say one thing that winds them up, something within the realm of parenting. For example, you might say, I'm not judging, but why do kids always hand you their rubbish like you're a human bin? So, Hilary, go for it.
I'm not judging, but why do parents, when dealing with the under fives, use a question when a statement should have been used?
Bravo, Hilary, bravo.
When you say to a child, we're going to nursery now, would you like to choose some shoes to put on? What are you doing? You say, here are your shoes. Please would you put them on because we're going to nursery?
Yes.
Love that.
What is all this
Right.
endless choice? They don't need choice. They just need a statement, not a question.
That is so true, Hilary.
Yeah.
I've never agreed with anything more in my life. That is so true. Genius.
You
Woman's a genius.
can tell that I've, from experience, bitter experience,
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hilary, thank you.
There he is.
Hi, Michael.
Oh, look. No, he's gone. Of course, he
look at
can't hear you. Can you just say, hello, ladies?
Hi, Michael.
Just
I love his
say
jacket.
hello, ladies.
Beautiful colour.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
What are you doing in my house? I ordered a lady, but that was for much later.
Whitehall.
I said near at 11 in the evening.
I think we'll go back to Baby Shark on that note.
See you later, Michael.
He's off. He's off.
Icon.
What an entrance.
Hilary, thank you so much for joining us today. You've been an absolutely glorious guest.
Ladies, I've loved every minute of it. I'm sorry, it hasn't been as hectic as your usual episodes. We've been
it's
quite
lovely?
serious, haven't we?
Calming influence.
Yeah, you are. You're grounding, and I love that. I'm here for that. You can find Hilary online at Hilary Whitehall, and her podcast with husband Michael is, of course, at The Wittering Whitehalls. Is that right?
Yes. Available on all podcast platforms.
Go and have a listen. Thanks, Charlie and Vix. Love you, girls. We'll be back next week.
I love you,
with
girls,
more.
too.
Yeah, we love you, Hilary.
The Bristol Massive. Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.